What's going on? What's up? What's up? How are you guys? How y'all doing? Thank you for coming to see me today on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. I hope everything has been great with y'all, despite all of the ups and downs, everything that might be like in the air. You don't know what's about to happen. I hope life has been treating you decent, at least. One thing I wanted to celebrate today. Y'all see this? Do y'all see my hair? Let me just let y'all know one thing about me. I have been somebody that has changed my hair up so much because I just like doing different things. It helps me express my personality, different sides of me. You get to see who I am and what I'm feeling in the moment. Like, I love playing with my hair, and I always told myself I would not get locks because it's just too restrictive. Well, here we are, tresses and all. Look, I'm so happy. Like, this is where we started. This is where we started. And now we about to be on, 3 years? My 3-year anniversary is coming up. And one thing about it is when I started growing my hair back out, it was a pivotal moment in my life where I actually spoke out for myself. I was saying things that I was told not to say. You get taught that certain things could happen if you speak out for yourself. So when I spoke out, I started growing my hair back out. It was like a breath of fresh air to be able to just, you know what? I'm committed to me. I'm committed to me. Let me go ahead and lock up my hair. We in this right now, and we serious. And since then, I've been serious, and I'm so happy. I'm celebrating myself right now. Thanks. Yes. This is a moment where you actually have to take in the process, the journey that you've gone through to come to the point where you are now. And for me, my hair has shown me how much growth I have come through in general. Just things that make me a better person. I don't hold on to things like I used to. And that's why I think I'm aging backwards. I think that's why I'm losing weight. Like, I'm less stressed because there's so much that I'm just like, you know what? It's above me now. So with that being said, I hope y'all been growing, right? I know this month has been super heavy. Well, for me, today I feel so much better. I'm grateful. I'm really grateful because when shit shifts in your life, you don't understand what is going to happen. You just kind of go with the flow and then end up somewhere. So the fact that I've gone with the flow and I'm like not fighting the current, I'm just letting the day come, and whatever happens, as long as I agree with it and I'm being intentional about the shit I'm doing, it feels good. It feels like, okay, we're working together. Me, universe, God, glory, angels, all of it. We are working together. And the more that I stay in the lane that I'm meant to be in, the more synchronicities that I come upon, and the more people that I get involved with that actually are on my wavelength, that have the same morals that I do, in my opinion, as far as right now goes. Like, it's coming together, So it's just like, give the flowers. With endings come new beginnings, and it's just a moment of clarity to really just be able to tap in and acknowledge what it is that you look forward to and what it is that you're doing now. Do they correlate? Do they merge? Are they clashing? And then go from there, Welcome back to another episode of Present Not Perfect. I'm your host, Mimi Jeanite. We're going to get into something today where it's like how your demeanor is, how you stand in a room when you know yourself, how things just come to you when you know yourself. All right, let's get into it. I'm someone that loves being in a room where the energy is just like, you cannot replicate the good vibes, and then you're also a part of it. Oh my gosh, that just makes you feel like, damn, can every day be like this? Those days, those moments, they feel I'm not even able to put on the words right now, to really be honest with you. Like, it just makes you feel like you're in the moment, right? I remember a time when, for me, And if you're watching this, you can put in the comment box below whether you relate or not. I remember a time when I used to be in a room full of some great people, and I would be shaking in my boots. How nervous I was, because I just wanted to put up a good impression. Guys, I'm here. Like, do you think I'm cool too? Because I think you're cool. I really think you're cool. So do you think I'm cool? Shake, 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 shake. Like, I used to be so nervous just being around great people, realizing all of the anxiety riddled things that were happening in my life. I don't know if you guys have watched this video yet, but if you haven't, go ahead and watch it, because this will help you if you are dealing with something where you are literally anxious for the majority of your day. This will help you come out of that shake environment within your body. It will help you regulate. It will help you settle. Go watch this video. I'm telling you. Coming from that day, coming from that moment when I practiced what I was actually teaching, to this day right now, coming into this day, I feel so good when I'm in a room with somebody else and I'm settled in myself, and I don't know what they're feeling, right? Like, I can only imagine what they're feeling if they used to be like me, or if they were like I used to be, or they're, you know, settled in themselves too. Like, now I know both ends, where it's like, yes, I'm confident. Like, this is a confidence you cannot fake. It's not something that is just like, oh, okay, but I'm really like tight stomach and all that, which those days are going to still come. But to feel like you need to do more than you just being you, that's what doesn't exist anymore after a point. It's like, nah, I'ma just vibe. So understanding who you are in every room is so pivotal to you existing in your true nature. It needs to be something that you literally understand for yourself. Otherwise, you're always going to be confused, and you're always going to be also, a lot of people do certain coping mechanisms in order for them to fake the confidence, or to build that confidence, that liquid courage, for instance. You know, like, people build bad habits just to calm their nervous system down. And it's like, no, we don't need that. You just need to know you. You need to know what your baseline is. You need to know what you're comfortable with. You need to know what you're uncomfortable with. You need to be aware of whether you sit in a I want to be hype mode, or whether you sit in a I'm a grounded type of person. I don't need to be hype all the time unless I want to get hype. You need to understand that you don't have to be performative. You need to understand that you don't have to people please 24/7. Like, it doesn't need to be that. Like, it doesn't need to be that. So there comes a point where this comes a lot of times in the male species and in the female. Not even gonna lie. And now that I'm thinking, like, as I think about it a little bit more, it happens in both of us. Both of these parties have this happen to them, where, let's say you got somebody walking up, right? Your dude, they walking up, they a little brolic, and they trying to alpha size themselves in the room. And you feel like, if you are somebody that feels like you need to show yourself, if somebody's coming through alpha, you need to show yourself as alpha too. You gonna alpha size too, so now y'all both butting like, oh, especially if y'all start drinking and all of a sudden somebody wants to get rah. Whose fault? Whose fault is it then? This is why I feel like I appreciate a Sigma man that just knows he's the shit. He doesn't need to big up on you. He's gonna make you intimidated regardless, because you are feeling like you gotta alpha size yourself. I don't know if I'm making that word up. I think I am. But feeling like you gotta be all this, that. He can be in any room. He can be in any environment and be good. Feel good. Just be like, You see? Like, you don't need to be a beta man where you just succumb to everybody. You're just like literally no power, no pressure, no Like, anybody can run you, bruh. Like, you need to do better. You need a little bit more, alpha sizing. Like, the balance needs to be there, basically. You need the balance there. And then for the guys that are like always like, yeah, I'm the man in here, you're gonna get brought down fast, bro. Either by force or by friction. One or the other. And it's not gonna work out in either case just because you're trying to dominate a space. You're ruining the mood, most likely. And then for women, you have some times where it's like they get a little catty. They get a little bit like, y'all know, don't play. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It gets a little bit like, okay. And some women are able to subside that energy, like just bring it down. Like, okay, no, this is not what I'm even here for. And some women, they're gonna like spike it up. Like, okay, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's go. What you thought this was. And I think there's a time for both, but at the same time, you're doing the same thing. You're ruining the mood. I think we all need to check ourselves, because in this instance, if you know yourself, it shouldn't matter who walks in. If they got the fly shit on, if you feel like they look better than you, if you feel like they smell better than you, if you feel like they just got a bigger ass, if you feel like they just got a bigger if you feel like they just doing better than you in whatever capacity, you should be happy for them. Like, damn, oh shit, girl, you got that on. All right, yeah, bruh. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Oh, dap up whatever, guys do. It should make you feel like applause for you and applause for me too. I feel good with what my body look like. I feel good with my mentality. I feel good with everything that I bring to the table. You can't tell me shit. And if you try to tell me something, it's not to make me feel degraded or make me feel less than. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna work. And I feel like a lot of people that resort to moving in that way is because of that. You feel insecure already. You feel like somebody is above you already. This is why you feel like you gotta take up more space in the room versus just being in the space that you're in. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that other people see that that's what they're doing. Maybe they don't even realize they're doing it. Sometimes that could be the case. Maybe some people don't even realize that they're bigging up. And please, if you feel like I'm coming at you incorrect, let's speak, let's talk. I'm here for a conversation all the time. And it's just that on that. I got interrupted by a phone call. I don't even remember what I was saying. But here we go. As long as you know who you are, as long as you can stand in what it is that your truth is, that anxiety is not going to rise. Those feelings of insecurity are not going to overtake you. You're most likely going to see whatever you feel they're better at, whatever you can applaud them on. Because at a point, it doesn't even feel like better at or better than. It's literally, wow, you're doing that shit, bro. Like, good job. Continue that. You do you. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me all day. It just seems like something that should be so natural. But because of the way the world makes us feel like we should be like something else, people that got a big ass might want to downsize. People that have huge boobs might want some A-cups. Everybody wants something that somebody else has sometimes. Like in the case of, downsizing and the upgrading or whatnot, like sometimes your back be hurting. I get that. The fact of it being something where you are confident this is the decision that you want to make, not based off of other people, but because of your own health. That's the difference. Like, it's something where it's not like I'm trying to please somebody else versus, you know what, I think this will be better for me because I just would like a better lifestyle. So literally being able to sit in who you are, what you've become, how you trying to move. You walk into a room, it's not, oh yeah, look at me. It's more like, bro, I'm gliding in. Like, they're gonna see you. The light is too bright to miss. Stop it. People are gonna want to approach you. The only people that are gonna feel some type of way are those insecure ass people. there's nothing you can do about that. They gotta fix that shit for themselves. You're gonna have so many people want to approach you. Even if they're nervous to approach you, they're just looking at you from afar. It's still gonna give them like, wow. Like, wow, you know? I'm seeing somebody just be that. I'm seeing myself in that position, just sit in that. And because it's me, I'm also thinking of the people that I want to help out of the other side of the spectrum where they are super nervous. You know, with the people that are super cocky and you can't tell them shit, I'm not to the point where I can actually come based off of my own experience at this point right now. I think it would still be the same fundamentals though, the same technique where it's like you bring your shit down, like calm down. Maybe you are the shit, but if you keep trying to be like blasting in everybody's face, nobody cares anymore. So calm down. But the people that are nervous, the people that are like scared to just be either themselves or feel like they have to compensate for something, even if they see somebody standing in that position, being in that like, yeah, like I'm me, and they want to go up and talk to them, but they're just like, wow, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't, just be yourself. Just be yourself. If it doesn't click, it doesn't merge, and that's fine. But at least you were yourself the whole way through and through. That's what matters. Because first off, we don't need to be faking with nobody. We don't need to be trying to be somebody with nobody, because then we're going to feel drained at the end of the day. We're not trying to be somebody else. We need to be more of who we are. So then if we interact with somebody, we still have all of our energy. We're not giving too much of ourselves where it's like, damn, what the fuck? Who did I just talk to? Like, you immediately can clock whatever it is that's off. You can clock it. Make it something where it's like, yeah, let me change this up real quick. I'm low-key getting distracted. Oh my gosh, I'm getting distracted. So much is going on right now. Yes, so yes, be yourself. Be your, whatever it is that you feel like makes you you, right? Now, dependent on the environment, you have to know which part of yourself should be more exposed during a moment, right? Let's say you're going to a gala. You don't want to be doing too much of the I'm gonna try to make you laugh type shit, like, or I'm gonna try to be silly. It shouldn't be anything tried anyway, right? It should just be flowing. So if you're just a goofy person, like, I want to get an example. Okay, let's take a Tyler, the Creator, for instance, right? He's somebody that you can put him in a room full of billionaires, fucking influential ass people, right? And you can put them in a room with the quirky guys, the quirky people, like just people that just love to try shit, be creative and, you know, do things. And you still have different facets of yourself that should be exposed in every room. It's still you. It's a different lumen. It's a different type of glow. You know, it's like a purple versus a violet, you know? You know who it is that you're talking to. You know who it is you're interacting with. You know who it is you need to bring forth when it comes to you being in that position. Understanding all of that. And those people, I gotta check you too. The people that feel like going into a room and you just need to just be quiet and observe. Why is that? I want you to check that so then you can understand why it is that you feel like that in the first place. Because a lot of times when I'm interacting with a lot of people that feel like they don't even have the capacity to have all of the emotions that a lot of emotional people willingly show, it's not that you guys don't have the emotional capacity, it's that you are so anxious that you just shut down all of it just to feel normal. It's true. You're shutting down everything that is making you feel. But the thing is, it's still going to come like that sometimes unless you regulate. So it's not shutting down that's the solution, especially if you want to be able to interact with people. I am such an advocate for understanding what your emotions are. What is it that you're feeling? So that when you get into these positions and it's like an opportunity for you to really just find a new interaction with somebody, gain some new experience, talk to somebody, just talking to them. Like, who knows where the conversation could go? You probably want to cut it short. You probably want to keep it going for years and years and years. To be able to actually interact with that person and feel comfortable, don't feel super anxious about the conversation. Now, it takes practice. Even me, it's a practice every day. We just continue getting to know ourselves more and more and more and more. Every new room you walk into, you need to recalibrate that. Just level it up. It takes that first step. So then we know who we are. We don't have to feel like we need to be doing too much to gain access to other people to accept us for who we are. I don't have to show my ass for you to like me. If you don't like me with me being me, then you don't like me, and that's fine. So yeah, we're here. I think I covered everything. Coming from the past few weeks, this was definitely needed. I definitely needed this little light vibe, because boy, that was a lot. But I honestly believe the reason that I was able to make it through so well is because I have been tapping into understanding my emotions, understanding who I am, understanding what I will stand and not stand for. I understand how I was wanting to move in the first place. So I'm moving, I'm doing me. Whatever I can provide that is authentically me in the moment. I don't want to do too much. Not anymore. I think that's okay. I feel like giving my energy in an intentional way is so much better than trying to exert myself on everybody that I come across, trying to make them realize that I'm valuable or trying to make them respect me in any type of way. Nah, baby, if you don't respect me and I'm coming the way I'm coming and it's just me, straight, solid, secure, okay. I don't care at that point. And you shouldn't either. You being you. Somebody walks up to you, ew, I don't like you. Okay. Not why. I mean, you can ask why. I mean, you know, just to gain some perspective. I'm an inquisitive person. I probably would ask why. Like, why? Not why. Why? But there's a difference, because I don't really care why. I want to know why, but I don't really care if, like, I'm not going to change anything about me to do it for you. It serves a purpose for me to be my authentic self. And if something about it is bothering you, if it's somebody close to me, I will know how to approach a certain thing when it comes to you. But if it's somebody that I don't even know or care about like that, I'm not filtering anything. Guys, go ahead. Do all the things. We have made it to another Friday. We are almost in July, and thank God. Thank God. It's not Gemini season anymore. We made it through. Now we can proceed doing shenanigans. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. How are you? I will see you guys on the next episode. But before that, you guys have been watching Present Not Perfect. I am your host, Mimi Jeanite. Next week, we got another one, guys. And it's always been love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.